Settle in, because this is going to be a weird one. The date, October 17th, 1973. Location, Falkville, Alabama. The local chief of police, Jeff Greenhaw, was off duty when he received a call that would change his life. A panicked voice telling him that a UFO had landed in a field just outside of town. Although he was personally skeptical, true to the motto, protect and serve, Greenhaw got into his police car, armed and with a Polaroid camera, just in case. When the officer arrived at the scene, he saw absolutely nothing. No UFO, just an empty field. As he got back into his vehicle, Greenhaw decided to take one last drive around the area. On this drive, that's when he saw it. About 75 feet away, some sort of humanoid figure standing next to the road. As he approached, he shouted out to the entity, who did not respond, and he noticed that the figure seemed to be wearing some sort of suit that resembled aluminum foil. He described the creature's movements as jerky and robotic, and quickly managed to take 4 photographs of it using his camera. Evidently, whoever he saw was rather camera shy, as then bolted off at speeds beyond impossible for a human to achieve. Greenhaw tried to pursue it in his vehicle, but it was no use. He just couldn't keep up. Eventually in his chase, he slid off into a ditch, and the Metal Man fled into the night, never to be seen again. Now, just looking at the photos, you might think that it's the guy in a suit, and I'll bet if you flip through TV channels at 1 a.m., you'll find a B-movie with a look-alike to the entity. But if it was a hoax, there doesn't seem to have been any benefit to it for Greenhaw. Local papers all dismissed his story as a fabrication, and even stranger, just after the encounter, the young officer's luck took a turn for the worst. Just weeks later, he was fired from his position as chief of police. His wife divorced him, and his house burned to the ground within the next few months. Now, I personally can't speak with certainty as to whether or not there's someone or something that's trying to cover up the existence of phenomena like this, but, I mean, come on, right? If what Greenhaw saw was someone in a suit pulling a prank on him, how do you explain the speed that he said it moved at? We could go to the ends of the earth trying to explain what happened that night, but it seems that might not be where our answers lie.